spring?
I think it's been up-tempo, a lot of energy, just trying to get things, doing it right. And as Coach Mendenhall would say, get the will in, and now the skill is starting to come. Got to keep some people healthy. That's key, obviously, with any spring. So far it's been productive for us, I think.
How's Nick Kurtz coming along?
He's coming. He's trying to get the rust off a little bit. I think from a receiver standpoint, he's done some really good things. I think Mitch, he pulled up a little bit for hamstring, has been really good. I think Devon Blackman has improved greatly, which I expected after being a year in the system. And Kurt Henderson is doing well. So I think those four right now are all competing, but Nick's got the tools. It's just a matter of, I think you'll see the next week or two he'll start to come on, but I'm really excited about how we look right now.
Can you speak more specifically on Devon and just what specific strides he's made to maybe integrate himself better?
Well, I think what happens is, and I try to explain this, and sometimes people don't really get it. A football player, knowledge is confidence, and the more knowledge you have, the more confidence you'll have. Some people think, hey, just go out there and run a slant, and that's how it works. Well, in no-huddle offense, there's nobody out there to tell you what to do, so you got to know. So if you're thinking about what to do, it's paralysis by analysis. And I think towards the last end, particularly towards the end of the season, you saw what Devon can do, and I'm really excited. He's really confident. He's doing well in the classroom, so I think you'll see what people expect. I think in a junior college player, it is really hard to come right in and be a guy with no spring practice. And so his strides have been really good. But I think it's more just knowing now, knowing what to do, and he's confident in what he's doing, and that makes a difference.
With the go fast, go hard offense last year, I think you mentioned that you wanted at least 6 to 8 receivers in a rotation. Is that, you think you have the bodies and the skill enough for that to happen this year?
Oh, we'll get them. We'll get them. We'll get 6, again, 6 to 8, and we got guys coming in that they'll have to get up to speed. The thing about it that's different than last year, obviously, Jordan Leslie wasn't here for the spring ball, and neither was Devon, and Nick was here. And so we had probably 2 or 3 guys that were here, and then we had to get them adapted. I think this year we're going to count on 2 that's going to have to come and contribute right away, and then it'll be fun because we got 4 guys coming, so the competition will be there. And I've always said competition makes you better, and if it doesn't, then you need to quit.
With Taysom playing as much as he is, and with Christian being able to come in during team, how much has that helped with continuity and the progression of the receivers?
Tremendously. I think obviously with Taysom, knowing he's coming back next year, I think the greatest thing is when you take the most dominant feature away, you force them to develop the other features. So really taking Taysom's legs away will probably be the most productive thing for him this spring, because he's got to focus on what's going to get him to the next level, and that's throwing the football. And then I tell you, watch Stu out there. It really hurts that he was. You wish he had another year, because I mean the guy can flat out spin the ball. So that really helps. It helps with the receivers because you know where the ball is going to be. You don't have to press. You just have to make plays. And I just believe you make the quarterback right anyway. So whoever we put under center, if the ball is near you, got to go make a play. That's what a receiver gets paid to do, in my opinion.
Can you talk more about the inside guys? I assume Juergens is going to be a big part of the offense, but at the wide position, how's Taryn Hope doing? Is Colby Jorgensen looking like a guy that can contribute to guys?
I think Taryn is having a solid spring. Juergens' knowledge really helps us tremendously. And Trey Dye is going to make, I think, improvements. What we're doing now, and I think what you're seeing a little bit, is we're moving guys inside and out. You'll see some sets where Devon is inside, where Mitch is inside. So what we're really doing is growing the offense. And I know, it's everybody in the public says, hey, you should have been doing that anyway. Well, you got to take baby steps. You just can't run and jump in 15 feet of water and can't swim, I guess you can kill yourself, but that's called getting fired. So I like to stay hired. Now we're growing this thing, and it's looking good.
How's Kobe Pearson coming back from the injury looking so far?
He looks good. He's wearing the red jersey, and we'll see. He's got to compete like everybody else. That's the fantastic thing. On the inside, I think we have some answers, and those guys got to compete. So it's fun to watch. I mean, when I first got here, it wasn't a whole lot of competition, and so now, as you go and the more depth you build, I think the better you become.
When you have two 6'6" guys on the outside running the way Mitch Matthews and Nick Kurtz does, what does that do for guys on the inside like Jurgens and the wide with flex wide?
Well, I think we saw that in the latter part of the season when Jordan got healthy and Mitch was healthy. Jurgens was running wide open a lot of times. You got to pay attention. I mean, Cal blew a number of routes. We know Memphis both jumped Devon in the slot once when we put him in there. So speed attracts people as long as speed can catch. I mean, there's this thing called self-check. You can be running wide open and check yourself if you can't catch. So, you still got to be able to catch the ball. So, and as long as they can make plays, then they're going to require some attention out there, which is a good thing.
Taysom Hill said this is the best receiving core he's probably played with at BYU. What have you seen that would make him say that?
I'm not going to comment on that. Taysom gives too much credit. He's being nice. No, I think we got it. We got a chance, and we'll keep progressing. It's kind of like a horse. If you stop spanking them, they stop running. So we got to keep whipping them and getting them faster and faster and faster. And then at the end, let's see what the numbers say. Let's not pet them too much. You guys, everybody want to get credit. And it's like my dog. You start scratching him behind the ears, he lays down.
Well, he said they were the best because the receivers coach.
Oh, well, I know he's full of it now. I know Taysom didn't say that. We hate it. I'm just kidding. They'll get out there in the press and everybody will say, oh Coach Holliday. I love Taysom. And if he did say it, I really appreciate it.
What has Josh Weeks shown you, and does he have a chance to make an impact?
It's too early to tell. He's got really strong hands. I think when the kid's been out of football 2 years, let's not assume he's going to walk back in and pass everybody up. He's a big body with strong hands. He can run a little bit better than what I thought. We got to work on his foot quickness and just readapting to the game. So he's behind the other guys. He's been out of football 2 years. You can, no matter what you say, you miss 2 weeks and you're not as good as you used to be. You miss 2 years. I can't even imagine. So we'll see what happens in the summer. I got a couple other guys coming back that I'm excited to see where they are, but I temper those expectations because if you hadn't run in a couple years, your legs don't quite fire like you need them to fire at that time.
Is Talon Shumway back yet? Or?
Not yet. Looking forward to him and Moroni getting back, and that's only going to add to our depth along with Micah Simon and Akili Davis. So it's going to be fun. Making the bus is going to be a challenge, and it hadn't always been that way.
And you think two guys from the recruiting class that are just coming in that have an opportunity to contribute in fall camp or return missionaries?
This is BYU too. Somebody may fall off a tree out here and be pretty good. We got to walk on out here to transfer it in. I never seen before. It's actually pretty good. But yeah, 2 guys will have to come in and help us provide depth. Sure.
Who's the guy the transfer walk on?
Not commenting. It's too early to give him credit now. Come on. He's had 3 practices, and when I'm going to annoy him.
Do you point out the guy?
Yes, I can. I can do what I see. You can't do it. I can do it. Sure. We'll see. He's got some tools, and he's got a skill set, but he doesn't know anything what he's doing yet. So.
Division I transfer, JC transfer?
No comment. I don't know. He was Division II. I think he went to walk-on Division I program, went on his mission and came back. But he's got a skill set that I like.
And he also has a name, but we'll let
You know what? I am so old and been hitting the head so many times. You're putting me on the spot. I can't remember names. Have you ever been out to practice? I give everybody nicknames. That's a reason for that.
Is he a Polynesian kid from Kahuku? Did he go to New Mexico?
No.
Okay.
No, he's an inside guy. No, that's not who I'm talking about. This is an outside receiver. Well, this is like a $64 question. Y'all aren't going to get that. We're trying real hard by now. I'm very direct. If I'm going to tell you, I'm going to just say straight up. If I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you. So keep fighting. If you want to take me to lunch, you may have a chance.
What time you off?
Nope, not telling you. Not even today.
Thanks, Coach.
Great stuff.